This supports you to drop 4 pounds of water weight in 3 days by cutting one healthy vegetable from your daily routine. You likely start your morning with a bowl of yogurt or a slice of toast, feeling confident that you are fueling your body for longevity. But these common kitchen staples might be the very reason your energy levels tank by noon or your joints feel stiff. Therefore, understanding how your body changes after age 60 is the first step toward reclaiming your vitality. Your digestive system produces fewer enzymes now, which means your internal machinery struggles to break down processed fillers like it did 20 years ago. You are also fighting inflammaging, a low-grade internal fire that stems from consuming foods labeled as healthy while they actually spike your blood sugar. Small shifts in your grocery list can silence this fire, allowing your body to repair itself instead of constantly managing damage. You deserve to feel as vibrant tomorrow as you do today, starting with the very first bite you take in the morning. Most traditional diets prioritize calorie counting over the actual quality of your fuel, which sets you up for a losing battle. You might restrict your intake and notice zero change on the scale, leading to frustration and burnout. But the real culprit is often the inflammatory response triggered by foods that masquerade as health-conscious choices. Therefore, you must look past the flashy marketing on boxes and examine the ingredient lists that hide behind clever buzzwords. The industry creates these products to taste good and sit on shelves for months, which is the exact opposite of what your aging cells require. Your body is not a machine that just needs fewer calories. It is a complex ecosystem that needs specific, nutrient-dense building blocks to thrive. When you stop chasing low-calorie labels and start chasing high nutrient density, the entire game changes for your metabolism. You are not failing your diet, but your current diet is definitely failing your unique biological needs. Your body operates differently once you pass your 60th birthday, and acknowledging this is your secret weapon for long-term health. You might have thrived on certain grains or juices in your youth, but your cells now process these substances with much higher effort. But if you ignore these biological shifts, you invite systemic stress that manifests as fatigue or unexpected blood pressure issues. Therefore, you should focus on foods that support stable energy rather than those that cause constant chemical spikes. Your gut microbiome relies on fiber to function, while your muscles demand consistent protein to fight off the natural decline known as sarcopenia. Every choice you make from this point forward serves as a signal to your DNA, either encouraging repair or pushing it toward further breakdown. You have the power to influence your internal chemistry simply by choosing foods that align with your current age-related requirements. You likely reach for flavored yogurt because it offers a quick, convenient dose of protein and probiotics, but the hidden sugar content turns this snack into a metabolic trap. A single serving can pack more sugar than 2 standard cookies, which keeps your insulin levels riding a dangerous roller coaster all day. But the added sugar is not the only issue, as many commercial brands are heat-treated, destroying the very healthy bacteria you were trying to consume. Therefore, the better move is to buy plain, whole milk Greek yogurt and add your own fresh berries for a natural antioxidant boost. You will gain a higher protein density that protects your muscles while avoiding the massive blood sugar spike that invites inflammation. This simple swap saves you dozens of grams of sugar while actually providing the gut-healing benefits you originally wanted. Your digestion will thank you, and your energy will remain steady for hours after your morning meal. Whole wheat bread is a staple in most pantries. Yet, wheat washing allows companies to sell you refined flour disguised as a healthy grain. You see the brown color and assume it is fiber-rich, but the high glycemic index causes your blood sugar to crash shortly after consumption. But you can find much better alternatives if you know exactly where to look in the store. Therefore, try choosing traditional, long-fermented sourdough or sprouted grain options, which are far easier for your body to process. Please like this video if you find these tips helpful, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a new way to optimize your daily nutrition. Sharing this information with a friend makes you a literal lifesaver because you are helping them avoid hidden inflammatory triggers that often lead to chronic pain. High quality bread should be a fuel source, not a source of systemic stress. Sports drinks and electrolyte waters are often marketed as the gold standard for staying active, but they often function as sugar laden salt traps. You might believe you are doing your body a favor, yet you are actually placing unnecessary strain on your kidneys, which are already working harder as you age. But these products frequently rely on synthetic dyes and artificial minerals that your body cannot utilize as efficiently as natural sources. Therefore, you should embrace unsweetened coconut water or a simple glass of water with a pinch of sea salt and lemon. This combination provides true hydration without the sugar overload that leads to water retention and unwanted spikes in your pressure readings. You deserve a recovery drink that actually supports your cells instead of testing your system's limits. Plain, clean water remains the most powerful tool in your hydration toolkit, so prioritize it above all else. Salmon is a powerhouse of nutrition, but not all fillets are created equal, and the difference often lies in how the fish is raised. You might pay a premium for farmed salmon, only to consume an inflammatory profile that is high in omega-6 fatty acids due to the soy and corn feed. But this omega-6 overload works directly against your goal of reducing systemic inflammation in your joints and brain. Therefore, you should always look for wild-caught Alaskan sockeye or Pacific salmon to ensure you are getting the ideal ratio of healthy fats. If the price of fresh salmon is too high for your budget, canned sardines and mackerel offer an incredible, affordable alternative packed with vitamin D and heart-healthy oils. You are making a long-term investment in your cognitive health and heart function every time you choose wild-caught over processed, farm-raised options. The low-fat movement tricked everyone into trading healthy, natural fats for sugar and industrial seed oils, a decision that still plagues kitchens today. You might choose light ranch or fat-free vinaigrettes to save calories, but you are accidentally depriving your body of the essential fats required to absorb nutrients. But those industrial oils are highly oxidized during processing, which creates inflammation the moment they enter your system. Therefore, you should go back to using simple, high-quality extra virgin olive oil paired with a splash of vinegar or fresh citrus. This combination helps your body absorb the fat-soluble vitamins hidden in your salad, turning a simple bowl of greens into a functional medicine. You are not supposed to be afraid of fat, but you must choose the right unprocessed kinds to protect your cellular integrity. Drizzle it on and enjoy the peace of mind.
Fruit juice feels like a wholesome breakfast choice, yet it is arguably one of the most concentrated ways to overwhelm your liver. You consume the sugar of 5 or 6 oranges, but you miss out on the fiber that nature intended to slow down that delivery. But that rapid blast of fructose creates an immediate strain on your liver that mimics the effects of high sugar sodas over time. Therefore, simply eating the whole fruit is a much smarter strategy because the fiber protects your metabolic health while feeding your gut. You can enjoy the same refreshing flavor by adding slices of real fruit to sparkling water or blending a whole fruit smoothie. This small change helps stabilize your uric acid levels and protects you from the long-term risks of metabolic fatigue. Your body handles whole food with grace, but it struggles to manage the concentrated chemical impact of liquid fruit. You now have the tools to transform your health, starting with replacing sugary yogurts with plain Greek varieties and ditching refined breads for sprouted grains. Remember that you should choose wild-caught fish to lower inflammation, reach for olive oil instead of processed dressings, and prioritize whole fruit over juices. Like this video to signal to your own brain that you are taking your health seriously. Subscribe to ensure you never lose this roadmap to a stronger body, and share this with someone you love to help them potentially avoid surgery or years of chronic pain. By taking these steps, you are actively choosing to support your heart, brain, and joints instead of just hoping for the best. You possess the ability to change how you age, and it all begins with the next trip to your grocery store. Keep your meals simple, focus on quality, and remember that you are in total control of your internal world.